Alright, welcome back, everyone.
Class trial.
Yep. Alright, let's check our skills. I think we set these already. Delusion. Yes, this one. This skill is kind of broken. You concentrate, you just slow down time, and it just heals you straight up.
Sounds like it breaks the laws of physics. Let's use it.
Alright, and just remember we are on hard mode this time, meaning the number of incorrect answers that show up in most of the stuff is going to be increased.
Hell yeah.
Fortunately, I do remember this trial relatively well. Oh, that's right, we can change difficulty, but we don't
Fortunately,
need to.
we also have common sense.
Alright.
Let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Skip it.
During the class trial, you will present your
Notice in the
arguments for who
background there?
the killer is and
Yeah.
vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
We
But
know,
if
we
you pick
know.
the wrong person,
Yeah, I'm just leaving it in because it's the first trial of the new game, so...
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Zoom in.
By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates
Look how the chef
favoritism
and
and
the princess were
prejudice.
happy to be here.
Well,
Yep.
not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Testify, damn it.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
What
The
does that
professional killer.
Yes.
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? The most pressing issue on our minds?
Well, I'm pretty sure the most pressing issue on your mind, Teru, is not the same as any of the rest of us.
Yes, it
Well,
involves
we found the
food and
body.
nothing else.
No, I was
It's
gonna
very
say it
strange to find
involves...
a body underneath the table.
Food and nothing else.
Yeah, food. Yeah, that.
Jesus Christ.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that, no. Thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this no matter what. Dun dun dun.
So, the class trial is finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry,
This
but
guy
please
can
excuse
act.
my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones. Are you, like, moving your laptop around? Because it is making a
Yeah.
loud noise on your mic.
Yep, sorry about that.
Will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to move the reticle, and fire with the "this button does not exist," that should be a triangle. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Alright, yada yada yada. This is the game where the narrator starts to get a little bit more self-aware.
He was pretty self-aware in the last one.
Yeah, but, like, even more so.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Is it just me, or do these have more awkward silences in the last game?
I think it's roughly the same. I don't think it's any that much different. But to be fair, we have not seen a class trial in how many months?
2?
Like, we last recorded
2.5?
this game. Yeah, but we last recorded this game 2 months ago.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
Let me see the evidence again.
His body was underneath the table.
Just those 3?
So we have knife, bloodstain under the table, and gaps in the floorboard. So we have
Bloodstain
knife.
under the table.
Alright, details.
No, I mean, that's a 1.
Oh, that's the one? Okay.
Yeah.
At the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered, they probably moved the body.
Nope.
No, that's
The
wrong.
truth bullets shoot way faster in this game.
Hell yeah.
So there's less chance of missing.
Because
No,
they're bullets.
I don't think the
yeah,
killer moved
just
the body.
because they were slow in the first game.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
Wow, he sounds really bored.
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere,
That is kind of what he
there was
sounds
no
like.
sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
There's no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it. I would expect.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
That a
And here I
run-on
thought I
sentence?
had a genius idea.
Sorry, what did you say?
Is that a run-on sentence? That sounded really long. That's why you explained this thing that you've already explained before. Good thinking.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Look who's talking!
Yep.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then,
We're just
shortly
repeating the same
thereafter,
shit.
we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Talk about the same guy?
Yeah, like, who are you talking about again?
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove on the table, if it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably TBD. What was he doing during the party?
So remember what he was trying to do. Remember when you first entered in?
I was taking all the sharp objects and shit.
Sorry, say that again?
He was taking all the sharp objects and stuff.
Yup. Yes, that
Okay.
is correct. Sorry, I'm just talking with somebody. So...
Alright.
Oh!
Crap!
Nope. I did the wrong thing. If it's connected to... Oh, of course.
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon!"
I love Ibuki.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
What do you think it is, jackass?
I mean, and also no.
Well, okay.
If we're on hard mode, why does this tutorial exist?
I don't... Well, because you could play the game for the first time on hard mode.
I mean, you can, but doesn't mean you should.
Alright, so this is the kind of setup we're gonna have for most of the stuff.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
Night vision goggles, I know where she's going.
That sounds correct.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong!
Beautiful 60 frames per second.
Byakuya was probably
Actually,
the
I'm
only
currently
one who was
playing
able to
this
see in
game
the
in
dark.
144 frames per second.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Actually, I wonder if that's why the bullets shoot so fast. I wonder if it's a frame rate bug. Like, they're not expecting a frame rate faster than 60, so they're just like, FAST!
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh shit. That's
No,
new.
that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding.
Where the shit is this going?
Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttals Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood towards the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the triangle button.
Yes, because when I'm in a debate in real life, I have a rhombus button with me.
Yes. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears there's been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important?
Hey.
Good luck. Have fun. That is a really crappy description of this minigame.
If you just use common, the killer obviously used those knife bits. That's gotta be it.
What the hell just happened?
Where's your proof that the killer used it?
Yeah, it's really hard to explain how this
Because
works,
if they use knife, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's so those goggles were planned and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
And that's where I fucked up.
Because if they used knives, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
And that's how you do that.
No, Byakuya was
Glad you're
definitely the one
playing
who
and
brought
not me.
those knife
Yeah,
goggles.
I know a lot of people who did not get the hang of that game very quick. Once you understand how it works, it's not too bad. It's actually pretty easy, but like that tutorial is like just straight up bad. I'm not even gonna like defend it. Like it doesn't like it explains it correctly, but it does so using odd phrasing that just makes it kind of hard to understand what you actually need to do. Like it says, hey, you need to cut this down, but it doesn't say how.
Yeah, it just seems like one of those things where it's better to teach someone by showing them rather than just telling them.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely?
That
All
was
right,
not intentional, but okay. Thanks, Mahiru. Oh, man.
Next.
Oh, shit, I unplugged my controller again. There we go.
You fool!
It's got the connector is really loose.
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
I learned that in 3rd grade.
Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
Knife was brought in the beryllium case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. Knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it. Duct tape. I said duct tape.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping
Every
it to the
day
underside
they're
of the
out
table.
there using duct tape. Woohoo!
Duct tape. Woo! Do 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 do. I get it.
So that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true.
All were utterly
Above
useless
and
in
beyond
the end.
being a little
Yes,
cautious.
he still died.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Hell yeah. That's right, Byakuya probably knew this was a possibility of murder would occur. Kitchen equipment list. Or the murder threat.
Crap!
Oops.
It's alright, we can just heal up.
It was like 2 seconds. It was like half a second after you clicked it. I was like, wait, I just saw the murder threat
Can
thing
you guys
on
take
there.
a look at this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't
You
me!
did it, didn't you? She did
Are
it.
you sure?
Who? What, you mean
other
Hiyoko?
Yeah.
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Because I'm such a nice guy, you know?
Those are still
Innocent.
lies.
Yeah, but they're friendly lies. Right, guys? Am I right or am I right?
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna
who wrote
friendly
it.
lie to you and say you're right.
So,
Okay.
Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
I knew I was right.
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Who is it? Somebody tell me now!
Yeah. Who is it? I forgot.
Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
I disagree. Like, there's a lot of people who have committed murder and then admitted to it later.
Yeah, but not in this specific situation.
Okay, that's fair.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet. I only knew everyone here an hour.
Pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed
There's
wearing
no
those
batteries in
goggles,
them.
how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
So it's the part where we find out that Byakuya just
it would've been
tripped
difficult
on
to see
the
without
night vision
darkness.
goggles and fell on the knife.
Well,
What? Yeah, the killer had definitely used a mark. And because of the mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands.
they used Byakuya Togami.
Maybe the killer used Byakuya himself as a mark.
Crap!
Sorry, I just wanted to see what that does. Anyway, so what do you think?
Blah, blah, blah. The glowing paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality,
Hey,
the
that
knife we
rhymed.
found under the table
Yep.
and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint. right?
Woo!
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Gee, what a novel idea.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I'm not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Pekka's I
Yep.
don't
Welcome
think she'd
to
be able to reach the
Asahina,
circuit breaker in the office.
but slightly worse.
Oy.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Thank you for repeating exactly what he just said. Is that really what happened?
Alright, time for a new one that you need to hear. After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. You gotta turn the case around. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weaknesses, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Oh yeah, my jam. Alright,
Since Peko would...
let's check this out. So we have each of the 3 testimonies. We have Teruteru's account, Chiaki's account, and Nekomaru's account. Kept trying to use the bathroom, but someone was using it the whole time. Fuyuhiko came to the old building, walked away. Gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity, and Teruteru couldn't use it.
Alright.
She could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office.
Hmm?
Not even before the blackout.
Hmm.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
I had to use the bathroom.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Hmm. Oh, God. I feel like I spoke to someone during the test.
Since Peko was in
Basically
the
saying,
office,
hey, somebody's testimony here backs up
she
what
could have
Pekko's
caused the
saying.
blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Okay.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office.
What do you think?
Not even before the blackout.
Was it Chiaki's? I'm trying to remember.
Chiaki, Fuyuhiko came to the old building, talked to her, and went away.
No.
Teru couldn't use
No.
the gas stove even during the blackout. Nekomaru,
Which means...
someone was taking a shit for a very long time.
I guess.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't. That's clearly a desperate excuse.
There needs to be a rewind button in
Since Peko was in
in
she
this.
could have caused the...
That's impossible.
Huh? Why?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Consent. Remember, kids, always get consent.
No, I think Pekka was telling the truth.
Alright.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started.
I couldn't take my shit.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I mean, I think he might have been.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Not as much as you.
Stop it.
Good. Yeah, just you need to shut the fuck. You need to shut the fuck up.
We're tired of your shit. You just said it so calmly too.
Yeah, I know. Just seriously, stop it. Todd Habercorn, I love you, and this is a great performance, but also, stop.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Damn!
Hey.
I mean, he is kind of right, though. Like, he
Yeah,
definitely had more experience with...
He's not wrong.
Stop
Yeah.
this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What does this word
I've never
mean?
I've never
heard
that
this word
before.
before.
I've never taken the SATs. We're in high school after all.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pecco's stomach was a coincidence or if something intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically.
Dolly Zoom.
Even though we don't have a suspect to begin with.
Yeah. Make your arguments.
Did you eat anything weird?
What a start. What a statement.
Alright, embarrassing pose. Self-explanatory.
That's not helping whatsoever.
Party dishes. Poured his heart and soul into the party dishes. However, Akane and Pecco were the only ones who ate them. See something?
Yeah.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
What?
wouldn't do anything
I love
like
that delivery. Tara cooked the food. How suspicious.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
I disagree. Laxatives make everything taste better.
Legit though, do we have anything that could... I'm at a loss right now.
Yeah. Well, think about it this way. We saw the party dishes before, right?
Yeah.
Now, Akane also ate those ate those dishes.
Yeah, but she's a trained athlete. She could have just...
You think she can just shrug off laxatives?
It's not entirely unheard of.
Did you eat anything weird?
It's such
I
a
don't
good
remember
line.
eating anything
Did
weird.
you eat anything weird?
It's
Now
his
that you
delivery that
mention
makes it
it.
good.
Yeah.
You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
Jesus.
I wouldn't do anything like that.
What would
Laxative
embarrassing
ruin the
pose
taste.
have to do with any of it?
It doesn't. That's the point.
Okay.
Remember,
Yeah,
only
okay.
one of these actually works.
Okay, so I don't know what the
Did you
percent
eat
party
anything
dishes
weird?
against them.
All right.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you brought food to the office.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Was that it? No.
No,
What?
that's wrong.
We're saying that because Akane
right.
ate the food, there must not have
No,
been
It's
laxatives.
impossible that laxatives were
Okay.
slipped into the food in the dining hall.
Because remember, that was just a theory. We were trying to say, hey, is that what happened? And we're like, hey, no, because Akane ate this. So if the laxatives were put
Yeah.
in all the dishes, literally anyone who ate it would probably just need to take a massive shit. And, like, as much as Akane is a trained athlete, I feel like she would also probably not hide the fact that, oh, I feel like I need to take a shit.
Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Especially remember that, like, Pekko only took a little bit. Akane was scarfing the stuff down.
True.
They said the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering!
Let's
Jesus.
just dismiss Pekko's
Yep.
stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Oh my god.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself... Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Ding!
The blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred.
Make your argument.
Oh my god, so much shit.
There's only 5. So 1,
much shit.
2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that was why she was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So which one of these do we think is most related to the blackout?
Good
Who tripped
question.
the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
I'ma bop you
Did
on
they
the
throw
head.
a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
Yep, you're right, it was me.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Aww.
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 Let me see the testimonies again. Trying to wrap my head around all this shit.
Jaki's account, probably unrelated. After the blackout, he tried to go to the office. He didn't see Pekko there. Komaru needed to take a shit. There were 3 irons in the storage room. When Nagito found them, they were all turned on.
Oh, power surge! For the irons.
There you go. Good thinking.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it?
This takes a bit to get back into the swing
If
of
you can't
things.
answer that, I'm gonna bop you on that. Did they throw us?
Maybe they used a remote.
They probably. It does not have to be. They may have tampered with.
Or maybe they caused a power surge.
I agree with that.
Consent.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. Which is why those
I'm
3
saying
irons
this
were arranged to
dramatically.
cause the
I'm
blackout.
speaking like William Shatner.
When you found them right
There's
after the blackout,
something on the wing.
the irons were still on, right?
There's something. Yes. Yes, I approve of that reference. Yes.
It's only the most famous Shatner reference.
Yeah, there's something on the wing.
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Whoa.
Don't kill me.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
No.
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Irons, I guess? Or the AC timer?
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way, and that means everyone who was it when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
That requires a lot of
Just
button
because
mashing.
people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall were. If the irons caused, then the killer had to go to the store and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able. If the irons caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those words! The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
The air conditioners!
Love that. Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably
Use
checked
that word
the
a lot.
old
I don't think
building's
it means
energy
what you think it
usage in
means.
advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
God damn it.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
Says the one that says I deserve to die. Didn't you call me hateful?
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
And that wouldn't be good, because then we wouldn't have a mascot.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
No.
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
I disagree. She has a wooden sword.
It's wooden?
Yeah, I think. I hope. I hope she's not just carrying around a real sword.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible.
Oh,
No
that's
matter
true,
what.
though. If it was pitch black, you still wouldn't have been able to do it.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
She says with a smirk on her face.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because
I'm the killer.
they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Fuck off. What?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress. Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
No.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior.
This is a murder. Stop gaslighting.
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
I knew she was gonna be my
We've
favorite.
already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You say?
Blues Clues, Blues Clues.
You know who the killer
Hello?
is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before?
Nani?
She asking how the killer got close to that table? If they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint in order to do that, they need to get close up to the table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Just I thought, the diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. They walked. Killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. The goggles?
Byakuya was using the night vision goggles, right? Then there's no way the killer could have used them.
Crap!
Alright, the lamp?
Here!
Hey. Lamp.
Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
I know where this is going. Power cord, baby!
I can prove it with this.
Yes, indeed.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
And, just for clarification, I know you said you know where this is going, but... do we have... we actually don't have the,
It's not been added to the court record.
It has not. That's actually kind of strange.
It's not the only time we're gonna use it.
Yeah.
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only
Nagito,
one
you
person
son of a
who could
bitch.
have done that.
Hey, what did I do?
Only be a foil.
True.
I mean, yeah, but... even then, it wasn't that... I wasn't even that much of a foil. Alright, let's get this over with. Hey, bitch!
You're the only one!
You're the only one!
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from
Dying
everyone's
whale.
positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
When he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder...
It's a pattern.
Is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Alright, hold on to your butt.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Jesus. Those eyes. That moment, Nagito's eyes.
I have special eyes. Wanting
The blackest
contacts. They can't have my brand.
Damn it, I'm just gonna make a Halloween reference, but you just ruined it.
Oh, sorry.
Darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding onto each other. Darkest eyes. The devil's eyes. There we go.
There you go.
As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Damn your eyes. Too late.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
Man, why does this gray naked dude keep doing all this weird shit? He keeps fucking murdering people.
I just want to know how Doug Jones keeps getting to all these places.
That was a good one.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course,
You know, I'm standing right
the
next
one
to
who
it.
caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
What was your first clue?
I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
This is too easy.
Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
Is that your
Too
talent?
arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
That's very specific, but you know what? You're probably not wrong.
He seems
He's
like
Sid
the sort
from
of
Toy
person
Story.
whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Oh.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Also, why Friday the 13th? That movie sucks.
Yeah.
Is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think, somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Nope, sorry, I was talking bullshit.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Yeah.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
I believe his talent is Ultimate Lucky Student.
It's actually both of these, but and it's also neither of these. His true talent is the ultimate bullshit.
I see.
No, like straight up.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then,
like luck, like okay, like Naegi, Makoto. He was lucky in that, like, you know, bad stuff would happen, but he would just barely be able to make it out, right? Nagito's luck is just, oh, I can just do this and succeed, no matter what it is. Like, it's not, oh, I just happened to get lucky. It's, oh, look at my bullshit luck. Like, I straight up refer to him as the ultimate bullshit. Because that's really what it is. Like, that is not luck anymore. It is straight BS. You are just changing the laws of reality to bend to your will and just make you succeed at things you have no right to be succeeding at.
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Bitch!
I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable.
God, I love Gundam. Acceptable.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Alright, time for white noise. Blah, 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 blah.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
Oh, I can't silence them.
You know...
Oh shit.
Like,
That
all my
bastard
other buttons
Nagito is
work,
the
but
one
I
who
don't
did it.
have... I don't have silencer.
He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, never mind.
Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Oh Jesus.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
see, what might Mikon know? Several puncture wounds to his chest and abdomen, inflicted by a thin, sharp weapon roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already
That bastard Nagi, he killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, Skanky.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
What do you think?
Sorry, I just got a text. I was reading something.
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
So Mikon's trying to say something, so I think it's safe to say it's her autopsy.
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
That one.
There you go.
No, that's wrong! That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Jesus.
I
Christ.
forgot about that line. Whoo!
That is awful.
Whoo! Fuyuhiko, my boy, no, stop it. Don't you dare do my Mikon like that.
Not a whorehouse. Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off. What happened during the blackout? Oh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted! Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Yours.
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight.
But
Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
shut up with your self-deprecating horse shit.
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, it can't be. There should be some way to find.
Let's see. So we can't see who did it. But is there something else we can use that isn't reliant on sight?
Like sound?
Perhaps. Who's good with sound?
Oh shit! Who was the testimonies we heard? We heard the playback of everything everyone was saying back.
I believe that would be...
Yes.
What the
Cookie.
hell? Nagito! Ow!
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a
why I
good thing
planned
your
this.
ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
Wow. Fuck.
What's your excuse?
Damn.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
She just agrees.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife? And he got shoved out from under the table before he could... Oh, God, excuse me. He would grab it? There. Well, it sounds possible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell?
Just heard it.
Like, interpreted like that? No, actually. Now that I think about it, it sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
The fuck's up with this guy? Is Nagito really not the killer?
You were talking about earlier how he's a foil. No, now he's a foil. to Naegi, actually, more so than anybody else.
Oh yeah, of course. Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, there's no way I could say that. Excuse me. I thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I don't know his true character. Please tell me they keep him, like, tied up and, like, in the back corner for the rest of the game after this trial.
Yes. Well,
no,
sort of. Kind of. They try.
It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on. I need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here.
Well now.
Intermission.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Wait, it has? What? We haven't even found the killer yet.
No, we're at the intermission. That's before the climax. So you know how acts work.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know how stage plays work, okay? I just conduct killing games. Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who's figured out who it is, how about you try the Guess the Killer Challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion! 10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then,
Now
what
then.
are you gonna do?
Oh, right.
B, duh.
Just kidding, you can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
Bitch.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
It's just a prank, bro.
I'ma kill you.
Evil.
Villain, you truly are a villain.
I want money, though.
Yeah, me too.
Go back, I want money.
I literally hit A to continue on.
No.
It just said no.
I want money. Trial resume.
Mon ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Can I rip it out?
The leader Byakuya got
Huh?
killed, and his killer is among
No.
this group of students.
No, I heard it. I'm just asking, what? I heard exactly what you said. I'm just concerned by it.
You know I don't trust her.
I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe
I
it.
know you don't trust her.
'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Yeah.
Well, what now? If the knife
piece of
isn't the
shit.
murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
Fingerprint
you say you were
analysis.
shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right? Is there something wrong with that? Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
You're ugly as sin.
I'm not talking about your looks.
There's no blood.
I see.
Wait, what was that last one? I didn't read
Say
it.
something
There was
like,
dust.
"Why didn't
There was no
Nagito
dust
have
on
bloodstains
Nagito.
on him?"
Ah, damn. I thought it said Nagito didn't have a clue or something like that.
Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right?
Bloodbath fever.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth. If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me. That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
What?
A riot shield.
Ah, yes.
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block. The riot shield tablecloth we found.
Hey, you're right.
I can prove it with this. You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you,
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
then what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all!
Place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing
They
are.
used a remote control.
A remote control knife to stab him multiple times.
It was attached to a drone.
Damn it, Mysterio.
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
I'm on a table.
But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
You look like you're on to... Why is Hiyoko, like, freaking out?
I don't care.
Neither do I,
But not
but
under the
I'm just
table.
kind of wondering.
If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
Alright, time for the improved Hangman's Gambit. And by improved, they mean worse.
It's the same thing. Oh, shit.
No, like, worse. Like, it's different, but I don't like this game. It's really hard. Letters are flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 different letters clash, they will explode and you take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse together and stop moving. You must make 2 of the same letter clash while you try not to let 2 different letters clash. Catch and release. You move the reticle with the left stick, press A to pick up and drop it down.
Jeez. Well, sounds like a tough job for you.
Yes, it is. It is not easy. That's a whole lot of A buttons. That's a lot of damage. Wait. Completing the keyword. Alright. Press the triangle. Yeah, instead of pressing the A button, which is on an Xbox controller, you press the triangle button on a PlayStation controller. I just realized.
Damn, I don't have one with me. Well, time to go to Target.
Yep. If you just leave a fused letter, it blows up on its own. It will still damage you if it does that. Okay, so this is garbage. You got stabbed, and they aren't the same. So he got stabbed under the table, but not under the table.
Something is coming to me.
Music's still good, though. Even if the mini game is crap. Seems easy now, but oh boy.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, this is taking forever.
Yeah.
Under the lantern, under the hellfire, under the lamp, under the fat man.
Now do you understand why I said the minigame sucks? Imagine that, but with multiple letters all flying across the screen in different directions at the same time that if any of them touch will cause you damage.
Yay!
Yeah, it's not fun. It's awful. Like, V3 is the only game where I would consider it even, like, okay, first game was fine, but it was just generally unremarkable. This game, god-awful, I hate it, no, bad, not improved. V3, better. Like, still not super interesting, but at the very least, it's not just, the whole time. Because that's the real problem with this game. It's not that it's a cool concept, but it's either way too slow or way too fast. Because you're either sitting around waiting for letters to show up, or you're scrambling to get a bunch of letters off the screen while you're waiting for the correct letters to show up. And that's on top of thinking of the correct keyword. So, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, the title of this episode is going to be James Hates Hangman's Gambit 2.0. Like, straight up, it's awful.
We're still continuing that with this series? I kind of wanted to do something different.
Oh, we want to do something different? I can, well, yeah, we can do that. Like, do we just want to have normal titles, or, like, do we want to do a different, like...
New game, new gag.
New gag? Okay, well... I'll have to think about that gag, because I haven't come up with one. I was kind of just going to stick with what we had. I can probably think of something.
Under the floor?
Because I already
whatever references we make in that episode.
Yeah, whatever references. Well, the other thing is that all the for all the title cards, I am still doing random stuff for all the title cards. I am customly curating them.
Ooh.
So I might just be able to have something that has to do with something funny that happened during the episode. Yeah, I can probably do that.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so,
that requires a lot of strength.
The killer was able to get under the floorboards. From where? And how?
Also, I would just like to point out real quick. You look at the Monokuma file. Okay, well, they're a little bit more lined up than I thought, but, like, those do not line up with gaps in the floorboard, at least not really. Actually, you can't see the gaps in the floorboard from this picture. There's just straight up no floor under him. That's weird.
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
So if I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboard.
But who might that be?
Hello.
This guy?
Wait, was it, or was it somebody else?
No, it was not him.
Oh, fuck.
I believe you were referring to me, perhaps.
Ah, fuck.
You're the only one!
You heathen.
Hey, Gundam. You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Oh, that's right, I forgot about
Referring
that.
to the Hellhound earring?
It is not a mere earring. It is the Hellhound earring.
About that earring.
Ooh.
About that Hellhound earring, excuse you, I just finished correcting.
I said,
yes.
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring.
He just sounds so done. About that Hellhound earring.
You fucking asshole.
I am not an asshole, I am a Chunibyo. There is a very significant difference. One is an asshole, the other one is me.
God damn it, that was the dumbest thing ever.
Alright, listen, they can't all be home runs, okay?
Still funny, it was just, oh god, damn.
Listen, one of the few things I pride myself in is my sense of humor. Yume's just like, I see. Good for you.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes.
Pro tip, don't mess with Gundam.
Okay.
He's okay with arson.
Alright, Thanos.
He just casually commits arson.
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass.
Can we just say that he found a stick, bought some chewing gum at the supermarket, and just like put it at the end of the stick and got it?
But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
It's a fat hamster.
This is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
I mean, bruh, it's a fucking murder case. Can you, like, lighten the hell up?
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes.
The boxes that conveniently Nagito told us not to move when we were back there, but he is not the killer.
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards.
Now, why exactly he also specifically didn't have us look under there and discover this passage ourselves, I genuinely don't know. But
Script says so.
Yeah, Script says so.
And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
Buddy, it's a murder case. Talk like a normal human being.
No!
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
If I talked like a normal human being, there would be no point to my character.
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous.
Exactly.
You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
That has to be how
Thank
the
you.
killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer
been
lurked
one-
under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
There's been one person who's been abnormally quiet throughout this whole thing.
And that would be...
The killer.
Yes? I mean...
Gotcha.
Yeah? Like, I was gonna be like... yeah, that's usually how it works. Nice cop-out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's him. He's literally been asking questions this whole time. He hasn't been trying to
More
figure anything.
fleshy,
Well, you
like-
think it was Teru Teru?
Yeah.
Hang on, I just need to... Oh, can I play that voice line again? Damn it. Oh, that was a really
Sorry.
good line. No, it's alright.
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You were saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Like
You
the
wasn't at
chef.
the party again? I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness.
They'll probably
right?
bring it up, but the current people who were not at the party are Fuyuhiko, Chihaki, Peko, Well, Kazuichi left right when the blackout happened. He was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the office and turn on the breaker. And then Teru. So I believe that's 4 people? Yeah, Fuyuhiko, Chiaki, Peko. No, it's 5 people. Teru, and Kazuichi.
Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further.
Okay, well, she was preoccupied.
I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
But now at that time, you fuck.
The person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout...
It obviously has to be him.
Shit.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it?
Oh.
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news! The Dacia Sandera, you're now allowed to use the silencer.
Equip it to your pistol by screwing it on.
Yeah, just... If your difficulty set to gentle, there won't be white noise, in which case the silencer's kind of pointless, isn't it? However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can do it to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang.
Stupid. Jesus Christ. No, it's not a Bukus account.
Teru was talking about the thing in the dining hall he couldn't use to see. Chiaki was talking about how she met Fuyuhiko and how he left.
I guess
I don't remember what Kazuichi was talking about. Nekomaru wanted to take a shit.
Chiaki's on?
Probably.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
You're not helping yourself, bro.
Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Objection.
No, that's wrong.
Click on the draw. No, that's wrong.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe
I secretly want to be included, okay?
Yeah, he does, actually.
And he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
At least he's pretending to be.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
And
I tried to dig a tunnel.
Went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party? It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. Clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The
Shut up.
blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Fire door?
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Actually sounds pretty tasty.
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Nah.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
I need to check something myself here.
Yeah.
And okay. The gas
Use
stove.
that later.
Yeah, the gas stove in the kitchen.
Portable stove?
Certainly sounds plausible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
Moving to the storage room.
It's like making a seafood. Is it really not?
What if they used a string?
Maybe there was another pair.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
What if they used a light?
That's
I agree with
correct.
that.
I was worried that it was bad wording, but I think the wording has been, unconflicted.
The killer had a light with him.
Basically, the way that they phrased it during the investigation is extremely misleading. It makes it sound like the portable stove was not usable during the blackout. But that is not what they mean. They mean the big, actual, like, stovetop range fixed appliance in the kitchen. Not the portable stove. Portable stove does not require external electricity whatsoever.
Oh, I was right?
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list. It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
It's like a hole in your head.
Yeah.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Like the hole I'm about to shove my fist through it, which is your goddamn mouth.
Joke? I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument?
You're damn right I will.
Equipment list.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
Ah, screwed
Damn
up.
it! Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I can't back down!
Whew. I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
So he's saying, hey, Kazuichi would have
The
been able to
reason
see him.
Kazuichi couldn't
Why
see
wouldn't he
the
have been able to
office
see that?
is because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words.
This is where the fire door comes in.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So you're telling me to call out the real killer? Even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person used the hallway fire door where it's covered and used the portable stove to move in the dark. I snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is... you and only you.
Who we think?
Who's the only one that knew about these portable stoves?
Why, that would be... Mr. Pervy Pants over here.
And...
You're the only one!
Fuck off.
Terry. Could it be you?
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
I like how it paused.
Terry's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it?
Because you're the killer.
Only reason
Damn,
you're
you're right.
treating me like a killer? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel. Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah,
That's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Jesus.
I hate you, but I also don't because you make clever quips like that.
No, I just hate her.
Yeah, well, listen, I love to hate her, okay? She's a character you love to hate.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
Not if you stab him first.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
Oh, now I understand why Nagito discouraged us from moving those boxes.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
What do you think that shiny mark was?
Wait, go back up. Was it the knife? No.
Hang on. Do we not have... I could have sworn there was another truth bullet here, but, I'm gonna try this.
I can prove it.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I was just gonna say the glowing
The mark
paint,
you're
but
talking
that's
about
not a
is the
truth
glowing paint
bullet.
that was applied to the knife, right?
I guess we gotta go at it from this route.
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell?
Turn the damn...
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Now that complicates things.
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
I believe that's a JoJo's reference.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No.
No way! You look greasy.
I mean, he does work
Yeah.
with food. Can you blame him?
But I heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like
Because
I
we hate
wanna
you.
blame you.
You should
just
be
really wanna
so
blame you.
proud of yourself,
Yeah.
Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
I
Maybe-
don't know what it is.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teruteru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
It's true.
Maybe
He
it was
does have a very
recording or
nice
something?
voice.
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
You could have talked
There's no
through
way I
the
went to the
gaps in the
storage
floor.
room.
I was somewhere totally. I definitely heard Teruteru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as
Yeah,
the
that
fact
one?
that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Or that one.
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Yeah, that works too.
Sorry, I kind of get on autopilot.
Just
I kind of
because
want to
we
let
heard
you solve this,
Teruteru's
but I
voice in the
also
dining
am
hall
like
doesn't mean he was
on
literally in the
autopilot.
dining hall.
Yeah.
This is the problem with having played the game before. So you kind of just get stuck with like, oh, I already know what to do.
Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
I mean, I kind of feel like to a trained listener like Ibuki, she would be able to tell where the sound was coming from, because you can usually like spatially figure out where sound is coming from, even in complete darkness.
I see.
True.
So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teruteru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teruteru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
What
Where
the
are you
fuck
from
is happening?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teruteru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right.
Damn.
You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent
This
is
is-
getting even worse! He's
Yeah.
definitely lying.
That is his actual accent, though.
However, I am not sure.
I hate it.
I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
Oh, is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
What? His memories.
Yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? Probably can. Oh, you again.
Oh, doohickey. Whether or not Teru was the one in the tank hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question out.
So if he was in the dining hall, what? How would we figure out? We said we were consulting his memories. What memory would he have? What would he remember?
Is this where the fall is gonna come into play?
This?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, why not?
I can prove it with this.
Congratulations.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
What? Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
We're turning his perviness against him.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
Huh? That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's
Oh,
no
shit.
way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Even so. Nagito, say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No, the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
Jesus.
I can't understand him anymore.
It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
And he's got a point.
You understand
does.
him? But it's
like the
such
murder
a
weapon.
sad defense.
It's got a point.
This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi. Enough.
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Controller, please.
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin, edged tool that's
Try and
roughly
take her out.
5 millimeters in diameter.
Sorry, my sister and my dog are here.
You good?
Alright, continue. Yep.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it?
What a confusing accent.
I feel like the accent's pretty offensive at this point,
Yeah.
even though he is Japanese.
All right.
Alright, So, what did we talk about during this time?
Hang on a sec.
This is riveting stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Forget the fast forward, listen to the actual thing.
Like, seriously, this is just... No. This does not make entertaining content.
That's it! The weapon must be the iron skewer!
Although I am kind of happy with that little double play I did manage back there.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
In the body. In the body.
Avril Lavigne?
What the hell does she have to do with anything?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Really? What the hell?
Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Oh! 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 Whoa!
Finally, we are nearing the end. Thank God.
Yep. Panic... It's the bullet time or sorry. The panic talk action.
Oh my God. PTA meetings? I hate those.
Yep. This
never
is
been to
also... No period, by the way. But anyway, this is where the... I'll explain the meme later, but there is a meme associated with this. Okay, yada yada yada. This is literally just bullet time battle, but at the very end, you have to... Okay, so it's going to have you press the 4 face buttons, X, B, Y, and A. In the order. It's going to have the final strike is going to be split up into multiple words. You have to figure out the correct order of the words to make it form the correct, like, phrase.
Oh, shit.
And that's where the meme comes in, because this one in particular can be read in multiple, like, none of the combinations are perfectly grammatical. They're all a little bit awkward, so you can potentially come up with other words or other phrases that are, like, look correct but aren't. So I'll explain it when we get there. But I am going to have you come up with the final ordering of the words.
Oh, yay.
Oh! What the hell you even say, YouTuber Cutter Hick?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
The iron skewer weapon. If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon already... What?
Nice typo.
Was the weapon already hidden somewhere? We couldn't find it. How about those cabinets we didn't bother checking?
The what?
How about those cabinets down there that we didn't bother checking?
Oh, the cabinets down there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We followed the Makoto route of, I probably don't need to look in there. Somebody was probably just doing coke.
Where do you hide the long weapon like an iron skewer? Thank you.
I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
I must reveal to Teru that the conclusive evidence that he proves he's the killer. Blah.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense!
Paris Hilton.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Where would
All
the
right.
weapon be?
The bone on meat.
Incorrect.
That's impossible!
The fuck?
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
The meat on bone.
I don't know! Nonsense!
Because fuck you, that's why.
Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible!
Meat on the bone.
Be? This is the end!
There we go.
Bone on the meat is the name of the meme.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
Now do you understand why that's kinda hard?
That's really funny.
That's a bad word choice. But yes, the meme is based around one of my favorite YouTubers, Nico B, who that was not the first choice he did. I think it was the meat on bone. But the next thing he did was bone on the meat, which is about the only completely incorrect one, because the bone is not on the meat is on the bone. But yeah, meat on the bone, not the meat on bone. It's meat on the bone, and only meat on the bone. So yeah, the rest of the murder trials, that answer will be at least a little bit easier. So, but yeah, that's a meme for very good reason. Bone on the meat.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it. But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now. So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, One of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, now hold on a second.
Including
Time
the
out,
meat
time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here. I'm already eating it.
Really
Robot.
delicious.
A bear that eats meat! Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
What is this? So yummy.
Fresh bear.
My meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire
Yeah, not
life.
make it a joke.
The taste brings me
I
back to my
screenshotted that.
days in the wild.
This is bad! Seriously, this is really bad!
My. There's something inside the meat.
3 guesses what it is.
Look what came
A
out.
bone.
Isn't that?
A bone. That's right.
Is that an iron skewer?
It's a metal bone.
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
Apparently, whatever animal this was made out of had leg replacement surgery.
Yeah. This was secretly a T-1000.
The sword of destruction,
liquid?
encased in bone
I mean,
the
the other one. What- I don't remember the models. Nah.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong! I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Yeah.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
He said, you're all nothing.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
We'll just deal with
I guess we
Nagito
need to
later,
settle
more
this.
importantly.
Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Well, gee, how could we do that?
If only there was some kind of, like, placement thing we can do.
Yeah.
So, we need to do it.
And did I just lose? Son of a bitch.
Did you lose video?
Yep. Oh, got it.
Alright, well, his throb is chesting. Oh, for those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Alright, so the difference here is, there's like different sets of panels. So instead of having all of the stuff unlocked from the get-go, the more panels you fill in, you need to use up all the correct answers in your current panel set, and then it gives you more when you've used up all the correct ones.
Okay.
So, it's... You alright?
Yeah, just,
Alright.
drop of water went down the wrong
happened
pipe.
to the... What is this resolution?
It's too clear. That's
no,
what it
it's
is.
like... That's not how it's supposed to look. What? Oh yeah, everyone at the party is...
Worry about it later.
So these 5 are the only ones we have.
Okay.
So we may not have the proper answer to fill in this one.
Okay.
At the storage room before the blackout.
Yep, obviously.
And now it tells you right away whether your answer is correct or not.
Oh, thank God. AC on that one? Yeah, AC on that one. Shazam! Move over. What the fuck?
You see the message at the top? Who did Byakuya see?
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Nagito!
Alright.
Son of a bitch.
Now stock 2. Dun-dun.
Yep.
Killer obtained a light. Weapon was hidden in. What did the killer do after exiting the dining hall?
Oh, the sheet. He opened the door.
Close the door.
Whatever.
Stock 3.
Meat. Stove. Meat and stove. And then...
What was found under the table? That's not it.
I don't think that's it here. No, I don't think so. There we go. Start. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Alright.
You good now?
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him.
I look like a total dork.
When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move.
Hey you, what are you doing over there?
He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan.
Even though he was already standing right next to the table.
The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime. Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura? That's what happened.
What a face.
How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
This is the end. B.
I mean, we did screw up hard in the last one.
B.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Whoops!
Jesus.
I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a
Pull
reminder,
the lever, Crunk.
triple sure you vote for someone.
Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever.
If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will
I'm
be
tied up, I
chosen as
can't
the
vote.
blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Can you imagine if someone actually did vote wrong?
I mean, if one person votes wrong, it's majority rules, so...
Oh, I thought it had to be unanimous.
Nope. It is a majority vote.
Correct!
That's right! This time, the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teruteru Hanamura!
No. You...
That's you.
Are you serious? Out of all the people, are you saying a pounce like him was the one who killed Byakuya?
But... Why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you.
Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean?
I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. And I saw him place the irons he bought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus, he was grinning. Just grinning by himself the whole time. So, I questioned him.
When that happened, You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught.
What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Huh? Teru. Just to let you know, it's pointless of you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all of the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why. I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair that they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
What are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
See, isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you'll become even stronger yourself? Which means, the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to become everybody's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right. I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding, right?
Are you kidding? Don't tell me. You're actually serious. Man, so you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic.
No way!
There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me?
Yeah.
But isn't that what love is?
What the hell is he on about? Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain me, I don't understand anything about this story at all.
See?
You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
Better not compare us to that.
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing.
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great.
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it, you're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun?
It's not the same as killing someone for fun, but I guess it'd look the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die.
Is that why you didn't mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too.
Uh-huh.
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique Teru's curiosity and forward to the mystery being complex.
Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well.
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it. Oh!
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane.
That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know?
However...
But why did you kill Byakuya instead? You couldn't see.
I don't know! Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed up and thrusted the iron skewer there. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him.
Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then in place of Nagito...
Nope.
I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps.
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he?
I will guide you all.
Could it be? In order to keep that promise.
He's wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure. That someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect him. He was trying.
You're getting real quiet.
Sorry.
I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet...
Such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. Such despair.
What?
But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru.
What? Why? Oh god, why?
Well, because Teru had decided to commit his crime because he also had a strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru.
What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already.
Well...
Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But you did.
But in order for... No, like, he means like it would have been found out immediately, which means there was no strong trial for us to go through. But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru? Man, in the end, my help just wasn't enough. And this turned out to be a bad ending for Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain.
Great!
You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey!
Hey, is it really okay for us to just leave crazy bastard?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him?
Yeah, kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito, it's Teru.
What's the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait!
Oh, hold on. No. That was, how should I put it? An accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault.
Hey!
It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey!
But isn't there
Anybody
anything
accidentally
like...
kills someone else in a fight, it goes to jail. It's manslaughter.
Yeah, well... But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims.
That's...
What we just said, I don't know what any of those mean.
That's not...
Hey!
Hey, save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
Be honest. After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Left.
You're wrong! There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito, and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
No.
That is...
Teru.
Why?
You didn't try to kill Byakuya.
Answer me.
Would he? Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me.
I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope Speak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised. I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
But if we were told our memories were stolen, and that several years have passed since our first day,
hey!
Then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along. It's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So that Teru didn't believe. He believed it more than anybody else. That's why he kept denying. Because he believed he needed to deny it. Damn it! If only I knew how he felt. Something like this would never have happened.
I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why...
Fine.
So, you wanted the first kill.
I'm sorry.
You guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru.
I see. Interesting. But, as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring.
What?
So, yoo-hoo!
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment!
You can't!
No, you can't!
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
There, now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait!
Hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
I've prepared a special punishment for Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook.
You're gonna freeze him.
Call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I... Please, tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura diner. To Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it!
There it is. That's what I was thinking. This guy still uses film?
I mean, yeah, this was made in 2011.
Extreme!
Whew, the adrenaline is rushing through me. Teru!
Damn it!
Are you fucking serious?
Wait, were you a Buki or was I a Buki?
I think I was a Buki.
Okay.
I'm not.
How cruel.
Why'd you do something so cruel?
Actually, no, I don't remember who was a Buki.
That's great.
I'll have to look it up later.
What?
Anyway, huh? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes whoever you badmouth read it to you in front of the class.
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how bad it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it.
So cruel. It's just too cruel.
Nice!
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule, after all.
What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules.
Huh? I can't just let that slide. What do you mean?
When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something?
Oh, right.
Why didn't you tell Teru about his mom or his diner? You had a right to know.
You...
Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hurry and tell us, what did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school?
Oh yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began. Huh? You're gonna do it? But telling them is kind of a... But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away.
What?
Not fair.
That's not fair.
Of course!
Of course, I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. I must excuse myself as well. There's something I need to do.
Huh?
The heck?
So cruel!
That's not fair. They both ran away.
Then...
Monokuma has wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid!
Tell you stupid.
Such despair.
An ending like this is just full of despair. A seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best.
You.
Can we punch him?
You.
Right.
Why are you smiling?
How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on. I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You ultimates who inspire hope, and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't go saying creepy shit, I'll fucking kill you.
Please, kill me anytime.
What?
If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone.
Someone like me?
If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. How messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer.
Are you seriously intending to help the killer?
It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope Speak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talents,
Great!
then it shouldn't matter if you guys. Then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
You fiend.
Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer.
Hey!
Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him.
Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding.
You pissed me off.
Hey, can I punch ya? I just won't be satisfied till I punch ya.
Fine. Let's stop this already. Oh, damn, I wanted her to punch him! It's going to be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him.
What?
Huh? Even Hajime hates me now?
How unfortunate.
That stings. I felt you and I were quite similar.
What does that...
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling toward Hope Speak Academy. Just like me.
Don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said himself, we don't know anything about each other's true nature. No. If it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves, too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is.
Kane, please feel free to punch him.
Will do!
Wait!
Hold on!
No, shut up.
Stop!
Please stop this at once. Nothing may come from fighting like this. There is something else we must do.
Huh?
Something else?
Please listen!
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There's something more important we must do.
Let me ask.
Which is...
Do our best.
You fiend.
You fiend.
Let's first leave here and get some rest. And then, we shall all work together to do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
This is what I believe we must do, right?
I am sorry.
I'm sorry. If only I was a better motivational speaker. No, that really touched my heart. Oh, you're totally right. What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Like...
But what do we have to work hard at? I do not know. We must do our best.
Jeez.
Jeez, I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
A real smooth talker, this guy. It's fine. It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to that feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is the only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, I don't know what you're all talking about, but let's do our best for now. Also, can I still punch him?
Sure, you can!
I'm gonna do my best to punch this dude.
Fine.
Very well. Even if we are not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow.
Oh.
Damn fiend. I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight till the very end.
Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We keep using that phrase over and over. Okay, who here didn't agree with that? I didn't see Ibuki confirm it. I didn't see the nurse confirm it. Definitely didn't see the orange girl confirm it. I didn't see Peko confirm it either.
Yeah, I didn't see Peko confirm it either. I think that's
Well, they're all dead. Regardless, we still said it.
So you're calling that those people are the entire roster of people that are going to be killed?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see how that plays out.
Not the entire
The entire
roster.
LP. That's the entire number of people that will die, excluding the killers.
Only 3.
Mm-hmm.
And we continue to say it over and over again without. That's the curtain that fell upon the tribe where Byakuya were sacrificed. Afterwards, it left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. Oh. It's still happening. They're experiencing something like that. There's no way I could. I gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no reason. After not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky and fell into the pool. And there, just like before, there was night sky brimming with stars.
Oh boy, are you going swimming? Let me join!
Oh no!
Woohoo! Cannonball!
I looked up at the stars and I saw a constellation of Mars there. He's always watching us. I looked up at such a beautiful night sky. I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere to feel like okay. Like Hercules reference for you. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go. That's right. We're definitely going to go.
I'm gonna kill someone. Wait.
Back to Mars. Back to Mars.
Yep.
Hmm? That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange confusion. Interesting phrasing. And then, while I continued to stare at the night sky, my entire body stiffened with that sensation. Ah! Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
That is watching. A stick!
Hell yeah.
Yay, chocolate stars and a stick. And with that, see you guys next time.